Hey, what's up everybody? Todzilla again with Joe's Out of War Clan. Hopefully you watched all the Queen Walk video, or the Queen Walk video for this war, highlighting 3 different Queen Walk attacks. We're going to look at 3 different GoVaHo attacks. First, Bone Crusher on number 9. Second, God of War on number 10. And I believe Jesse 2.0 on number 14. We're going to look at those. Let's take a peek first at Bone Crusher's attack on number 9. General strategy here for him was to get in by this Archer Queen, kind of take that out and then release the hog. So he decides he's going to come in from this bottom, 2 golems, bunch of wizards, and then you can see he's got the 14 hogs and 10 Valkyries. Here come the Valkyries to get into this section, knowing full well that this Archer Queen will attack. And then he can use that jump spell to get the guys out of there into the core and get that Archer Queen. And then once that CC is pulled, poisoned, and down, he is going to release those hogs. So he's going to smartly use one of his heals here to heal up everything in the core there and keep those guys going alive. And his attack strategy to come in where he did with those hogs is very smart, because he knows he's taking out a double bomb down there where the queen is, and the only other double bomb potential is right in between there. And if he comes in with his hogs, takes out all these things, and has to come over here and get his hogs killed, in between here, guess what? There's only going to be a few buildings left, and that doesn't really matter if your hogs have already taken out all that stuff. Your Archer Queen and the rest of the kill squad can take out everything else, and indeed, that's what happens. Boom. Both of his giant bombs go off and make a lot of bacon there, kill all of his hogs, but guess what? His kill squad essentially 2 seconds later just takes out those final 2 buildings, so it doesn't matter. He's just got 20 seconds of cleanup here. So keep that in mind when you're doing your strategy on GoVaHo. You want to know where those double giant bombs are. If you can trigger one set, all you need to do with your hogs is make sure that they don't trigger that second set, or if they do, make sure it's at the very end of the attack and maybe there's a few buildings left only. Which is what Bone Crusher did there. So it was a very smart attack there to make sure his hogs came around to trigger that other double bomb set at the very end. Let's take a peek at how God of War did his against Thor. Very popular, I guess, internet design here with the plus and little square units coming off. I did want to highlight this one. Obviously is a 3-star attack, but I wanted to highlight exactly what happens when you run 4 earthquakes instead of a jump. I much prefer the jump rather than 4 earthquake spells, so I can use the jump and 2 poisons. The advantage of the earthquake is that it's constantly open. You don't have to worry about it later on. So if you're a little bit scared of your jump running out before your kill squad can get in there, use those earthquakes. But just know that you're not going to be able to poison the CC when they come out. And that actually hurt him very hard in this war attack, because his golem that came in from this 4 o'clock position was actually busted already before the dragon even took enough damage from the wizards to take it out. So keep that in mind. If you're running the earthquakes, you do not have the poisons to take out the CC as efficiently. The only other advantage of the earthquake is it's a half tile radius bigger, so a full tile in width larger than the jump spell. So if you absolutely positively need that extra one tile space of jump versus earthquake to get through a certain spot, I guess you'd want to use those earthquakes rather than a jump. But that is probably going to be a very rare occurrence. You'd probably be better off running a jump in most spots and then using the extra spots for your dark elixir on poisons. You get one and you get one in your CC, so use those 2 as your poisons. Otherwise, if you're running this earthquake, you're essentially using one of your earthquakes as a one of your 2 spot spells. I'd much rather have a jump and then like 3 heals and then 2 poisons rather than having 4 earthquakes and then like 3 heals, because you're missing out on those poisons. And again, the only time you'd really want to do that is if you absolutely need that extra 1 tile worth of width that earthquakes do over a jump, or if you're a little bit scared of your jump not lasting long enough. But once you get enough war attacks under your belt, that shouldn't be an issue. So wanted to highlight that, just kind of the disadvantage of using earthquakes versus a jump spell. Again, if you got a level 1 jump spell, it's only lasting 20 seconds. Maybe you're a little bit more nervous about that, but I'd certainly, in my war attacks, I use those jumps way more than I'd ever use an earthquake. I'd use those earthquakes more for air attacks and doing a zap quake than anything else. And we're going to look at Jesse 2.0 here on number 14. Very popular internet design. It's actually a modified version of a ring base. Your whole troops, you can see there's an opening in all these walls. Your troops are just going to go all the way around the circle, while the archer queen and these crossbows and everything like that do damage to your troops as they're going around. And then essentially they're either going to split or they're just going to keep following along this path, and they're just going to keep taking damage every single place where they go. You can't take it out that fast. So I want to highlight how Jesse got it done here. Throws down that golem, knowing this Barb King will do damage on it, and then the Archer Queen will go after the Barb King if the Barb King is doing any damage to any of your troops, and vice versa. Barb King will go after an Archer Queen immediately if the Archer Queen is doing damage. But for some reason, if the Archer Queen is doing damage, the Archer Queen on your end will not focus on it, and vice versa. Barb King. Just seems to be one of those weird programming things. So you can see, comes in, takes out this section, kind of does do a funnel of some sort, so they don't go that direction. All of his Valkyries go in and go down to the bottom in a clockwise fashion. And then from there, he's just going to use his heals and his one jump at the very end to get into the core. So here's the one heal, and then he's using his hogs instead of using a GoVaHo fashion as Bone Crusher did to kind of take out all the troops that deal, or take out all the buildings that do damage. He's using his hogs more as a surgical fashion. So when these units are doing damage to your kill squad, he comes in from the backside with his hogs to help take out the buildings as they're focused on the kill squad. So what's that going to do? Allows them to get in without taking any damage. And then you see the rage spell there in the core to help take out the rest of that stuff very quickly. And then he's got 24 seconds of cleanup. And very nice attack there. And just wanted to highlight these 3 different GoVaHo style strategies. You can certainly use an earthquake and Valkyries to kind of get into the core and do all that, such as what God of War did. Or you can use Jesse 2.0's attack there, where it was kind of going around the ring base, and as it was doing that, he was sprinkling in his hogs. I'll do that at times just so you can kind of see how he was doing it. He comes in the center there, and once they start going around, he's going to sprinkle in his hogs to kind of take out these outer point defenses. And that's the way that Jesse 2.0 used his GoVaHo strategy there. He's got the 14 hogs and the 9 Valks. Did not come in a mass wave, just kind of used, there was 6 or so. Here's 3-4 more to help take out some of those damage dealing units, and there's the rest of them that come in to help take out everything else. So that's one strategy. Another strategy is using earthquakes, such as God of War did, and he did that on number 10. He did use his earthquake and then came in with his hogs in mass to kind of take out everything else, since there's no real double giant bomb threat here. So his kill squad's going to go into the core and take out everything, and then his hogs kind of circle around the base in a clockwise fashion to take out all of the other damage dealing units. Especially useful if everything in the core is looking at your kill squad. So he did that there. And then just to highlight how Bone Crusher did his GoVaHo, again, he's using a jump and 3 heals, which is very popular for the GoVaHo method. In his strategy, he knew there was a double giant bomb possible there, and the only other possibilities were either in the core or right over there. So what he did is he triggered one there with his initial kill squad, and he knew once that was done, over here was the other double giant bomb, and he could come in mass with his hogs, knowing full well that his kill squad was either going to trigger them in the middle already, or that one over there, if it did kill his hogs, wasn't going to ruin his entire attack, because everything on the bottom right was already taken out by the kill squad, and his hogs took out everything else coming in the counterclockwise from, like, you know, 2 o'clock to basically 10 o'clock there. So 3 different GoVaHo strategies, guys. Hopefully you learned a little something from this video. Again, if this is the first time watching a Joe's Out of War clan video, please subscribe. We're an average clan. We gear our channel towards other average players and beginner players. We try to teach you simple strategies that allowed us to go from a 55% win rate in our first 170 wars to over a 90% win rate in our last 90 or so wars. So if that's something you're interested in, if you're an average player, you're looking to get better, or if you're a beginner looking to get better, and or maybe you're a little bit more expert than a lot of your other clanmates, tell your clanmates to come over here and check out these videos. They're geared towards those types of people. That's the reason kind of why we started this channel, is just to help teach some of the other people in our clan and see how we get 3 stars done. And once we started doing that, you know, we had a 90% win rate. You guys can do it too. Hit that little subscribe button if you're on your PC on the bottom right next to the war details. Hit that, and you will subscribe to our channel and get all of the latest 3-star attacks from us. Otherwise, that's it for this video, guys. 3 GoVaHo attacks. Hopefully you learned something. Hit the subscribe, leave us a comment. Enjoy making these videos for you guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next video. Don't know what it's going to be. It might be from our next war. Could possibly be the Town Hall 8 attacks from this particular war as well. There was quite a few Town Hall 8s in this war. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button if this is your first time. If it's not, hit the subscribe button anyway if you haven't yet. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.